Hello and welcome to 5-Year Club video number 290. Oh boy. Alright, tonight we are going to look at this article about a new FICO score. Millions of borrowers could get a boost from new FICO score. So keep in mind, right, a FICO score is a type of credit score. There are many different credit scores. There is a Vantage score, and then there are many different versions of the FICO score. I forgot what they are, but it's like FICO 3, FICO 5, and there's like one that's like FICO insurance score that's used to help them determine how much they should charge you for car insurance, them being your car insurance provider. So yeah, there's a new kid on the block. A new credit score named Ultra FICO could improve credit access for millions by taking into account consumers' checking, savings, and money market account data. I think this is interesting because, if they really did disconnect your credit score from being strongly tied to having some kind of revolving credit, from being strongly tied to having a credit card and using it regularly, obviously that's going to disincentivize credit card use for some people, for some financially responsible people. And I do believe that they are highly motivated to keep people using credit cards. And so I think that there's some market pressure that even if they did include bank account information, checking, savings, and money market account data, I'm not sure that they would actually use it in the sense of like, this score reflects your likelihood of paying back debt, right? I think it would be kind of a balance of what they need to determine if you're going to pay back the debt, and also what they need in order to continue to encourage people to take on more debt to keep that score up. 3 major credit rating agencies are set to give high-risk borrowers, high-risk borrowers. So these are already people who have, I guess, not mistakes, like their mistakes, or just like bad things on their credit report. So high-risk borrowers, already people who have missed payments, already people who are paying high interest rates, already people who, have things on their credit score. I guess arguably my credit score is not very good because I don't have revolving credit, so maybe they would put me in the bucket of high risk. Maybe they're equating high risk with low credit score. I'm not sure. It's 650, by the way. Yeah. I'm not sure. Probably. Because my guess is that there's no other convenient way to bucket people. High risk borrowers, a new boost as Experian, FICO, and Finicity. Okay, those aren't the 3 major credit ratings agencies. That would be Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So we're missing Equifax and TransUnion here. Jointly announced a new system of credit rating on Monday, October 22nd. The new system, known as Ultra FICO, would include, with consumer permission, checking, savings, and money market account data. Right, so if you have a low credit score and you're a high-risk person, then they want to peer into your bank account. That information could prove especially useful to the 9% of people in the U.S. that have a FICO score below 550. Currently, those with low FICO scores may not only find it more difficult to secure loans, but may also find it hard to pass other litmus tests, such as mortgage applications, top credit card offers, or even renters applications. FICO's news release reported that the new Ultra FICO score has potential to improve credit access and is particularly relevant for those who fall in the gray area in terms of credit scores. So, I like they call it credit access. It gives us an excuse to give out more loans, to loosen up those loan giving arms, because that's how loans are given out, with loose arms. So the gray area of up to the lower 600s. So sadly, I guess I'm not in the target area. For these people, the Ultra FICO score can boost their odds of receiving approval for loans. So it wouldn't boost my odds, but it would boost people with credit scores even lower than mine. Okay. As well as help them achieve potential savings over the lifetime of said loans. With Ultra FICO set to launch as a pilot program in 2019, consumers are understandably curious about what lies ahead. According to FICO, the pilot program will help evaluate whether credit consumers are willing to share information, such as checking account information, for a chance at a higher credit score. Previously, having a lot of money in a savings account would not move the needle for a consumer's credit score. Instead, the chief factors affecting a credit score included payment history, the amount currently owed, and the length of credit history. This structure typically required those trying to build their FICO scores from the ground up to do so gradually, building with consistent credit payments, keeping various types of credit accounts open, and maintaining those accounts over a long period of time. Having access to credit is a major issue for consumers. No, having money is a major issue for consumers. For some, a low credit score may even mean losing confidence in loan and mortgage applications altogether. A Federal Reserve survey found that out of 85,369 mortgage applicants, only 6.8% had credit scores less than 620. This suggests that those with low credit scores may even self-select when it comes to applications for major loans, which hints at a lack of confidence for consumers unable to achieve higher credit scores. Maybe they don't have confidence because they don't have money, which is the reason why they miss the payments, which is the reason why they have a low credit score. Ever think of that? Ultra FICO, if successful, would allow consumers to use their everyday monetary behaviors to enhance their credit scores. But what's key for Ultra FICO as it rolls out will be participation. With a rollout planned for 2019, it remains to be seen how consumers will react. According to FICO.com, 7 out of 10 consumers who exhibit responsible financial behavior in their checking and savings accounts could improve their scores with Ultra FICO. This adds an entirely new dimension to a consumer's credit score. Simply managing money well, in some cases without borrowing, could affect their ratings with credit agencies. I gotta say, the first thing that occurs to me, these banks, these credit agencies, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. Like, what they will do is they will simply look at your bank account and see, like, when do you have the most money during the month? And then they will sell that information to somebody who will then market you more heavily during the times of the month when they know that you have money to spend, right? Or they could arrange their billing cycles and stuff to hit your checking account when you are more likely to have money in it. And therefore, like, that bill goes through, and therefore they collect more money. And so, they can afford perhaps to extend credit to people who are riskier, because now they have that much more information to milk more money from consumers overall. And this is exactly how they think. Trust me, everything with these places is the bottom line. It's, money in, money out. How much money are we collecting? In what areas could we improve? And for people who process credit cards, for people who process any kind of recurring transaction, it is like credit card declines and account declines are a big deal. You can make significantly more money over time if you decrease declines. So there is a big motivation to peep into people's checking accounts and know more about what's going on there. For some, this might be perceived as an invasion of privacy. For others, particularly those who need to rebuild credit but have trouble accessing vital loans, such as mortgages, it could be an important way to demonstrate financial responsibility. According to FICO.com, people who need this kind of access include a wide range of underbanked. So, those are poor people, right? There's no rich people who are underbanked. Even those with effective habits when it comes to credit can have trouble demonstrating their ability to manage credit with previous versions of FICO scores. The new version could be a boon to those unconventional money managers who need access to more credit for a business or even a personal home. In the future, it may turn out that a good credit rating refers to more than one's ability to handle debt. It may refer to one's ability to handle all money. Well, you know what is a score that refers to your ability to handle all money? Your net worth. I've got a new credit score. It's called your net worth. If you've got a big net worth, then you've got actual assets to pay back debt, so you're a good risk for a loan. If you have a bad net worth, I'm sorry to say, any kind of small thing in your income that derails your income is going to compromise your ability to pay back a loan. And so any kind of job loss, any kind of health problem, it makes you risky. So pay attention to your net worth, not ultra FICO. This is just some kind of weird information collection scheme to milk money from consumers in some more complicated way. All right, well, that was 5 Year Club video number 290. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fabulous evening.